Welcome back to Trish Crochet. So today we are going to be making a beautiful crochet hook saving. We are making a crochet hook case today, and I decided to take these colors. So I have sort of work here which matches with my project, so we are going to be using this in our project, but this is somewhat the pattern that we are going to be follow. So buckle up guys, today's video is going to be very long and lengthy, but the end result is going to be so much to your satisfaction. So please stay tuned and please stay with me, don't go anywhere. And since blue is my color, and that is the reason I have taken a blue theme, and we're going to be adding these cute fishes on them. So yeah, so let's begin. This is my the crochet pattern that we are going to be following, and yeah, it's a very easy pattern. If you're a beginner, you can easily follow it. So let's begin. So we are taking a 3mm hook. Make sure that your hook is 3mm, that way your work will be much more cleaner and the pattern is going to be tight. It's not going to be too tight, but it's going to be proper the way you can see here. So there will be no gaps in between your work. So make sure to take a smaller hook, not lesser than 3mm, not more than 3mm. Choose to take a 3mm hook. So we'll begin by chaining 67. So I'm taking this dark blue yarn as my base, so you can call it a sea blue yarn as well. So yeah, my nail paint is space blue, so I'm obsessed with blue. Blue is my color, so that is information that you know about me now. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel, please. I am not very regular productive, but I promise I'll try to be more regular, because this is kind of like my side thing. I have a lot in my plate, so I try to do my best in being regular. So chain 67, right? Make sure the chains are not too loose. So we have chain 67. This is going to act as your base. So after chaining 67, we are going to start with making a double crochet. Okay, so make sure to follow this thing. That is the reason I've kept this sample work, which is not very sample. We're going to use it. So as you can see, the chains that I used at base, but then I use the same color to make 5 double crochet, and then I change the color because I want I'm choosing a checkered pattern for my crochet hook case. So we'll be changing colors, but we'll be just taking one more color after making 5 double crochet here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip 1, 2, and we're going to go in that next one, in the third chain. Okay, so obviously yarn over and go inside that third chain. So make sure to double check your chains that it's 67 or not, and if you want a bigger crochet case, obviously you can chain more. So make your double crochet into your next 5 chains, just like that. But do not finish the 5th double crochet. Why? I will tell you, we'll come to that. So this 2 chains that we skipped, it's acting as our first double crochet. So make sure to skip 2 and then go inside the third and then do your double crochet. So one more. So yeah, so now what? Okay, so we are making 4 of double crochets. Why? Because this one is also a double crochet, that chain 2. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this one we are just going to yarn over and pull through this 2, and we are going to keep this 2. Why? Because now we are going to change colors. So take this white yarn. I'm taking this white yarn. So I'm making a blue theme. You can take any color of your choice, not necessarily have to follow that same color. But of course, if you love my color pattern or color palette, you can do the same. So we finished with the white yarn, pulling this 2 colors. So even when I finish my white yarn double crochet, so we're going to make 5, but we are not going to complete the 5th double crochet because we are going to keep 2 in the hook and then take the blue one. So this is the pattern. So this is called a seamless checkered pattern. It's like you can see the beautiful checkered pattern which is clean and without even letting people know that you changed the colors. So that is the reason when you have 2 loops left in your hook of your last color, you take in the second color which you want after your first color base. So yeah, make 4 more, but do not finish the last one, just like I said. So this yarn is a little chunky, so that is the reason I'm having my little bit of crochet tension, but it's alright. You can always adjust. I'm a little bit slow with my crochet hook and my yarn, but then everything is consistent and with practice the best comes. So yeah, the last one what we are going to do is we are going to pull through 2 and then we are going to change colors. So this blue one we already have, we do not chop it off, so that way you can work with this 2 yarn. So after you're done with working with your white yarn, make sure to, before you take in this blue yarn over your white, you make sure to pull it nice and tight so that your blue yarn is not visible on your white yarn. Alright, do that and then you yarn over, simple as that. And now we're going to work with our blue yarn. So make 5, but do not complete the last one because we are going to be taking the white one again. So 1 2 3 4 and the 5th one, before you take in the white yarn, you obviously pull it, making sure the white yarn is not visible on the blue one. And also you can take your blue work and you can like adjust it like this so that your white yarn is not visible. Like you can see it's not visible anymore, and then you can take your white yarn. So this is how we are going to be changing colors and work 5 double crochets of each color, but in the last double crochet of your 5th double crochet of each color, you pull over only once and then you change the color just like I showed you. So working on our white, I'm honestly so excited for winter when it's not even spring yet. Sorry, autumn, my bad. So yeah, sorry, my bad. So yeah, pull the yarn long enough so that you can adjust working with them. So if I show you the entire process, the video is going to be very lengthy and long, so make sure to follow the process just like I am telling you. Pull that blue yarn to make sure that your blue yarn is not visible on the white, so like you see it's clean, and then you can change the color. So 5 of whites, 5 of blues. Keep working just like that. I'm pretty sure that it's very clear to you now. You can easily work on this pattern. For me, it was really easy to follow because it's not complicated at all. Only the switching color pattern is like a little bit difficult, especially for beginners. But then you just keep 2 loops on your hook and then you change the color like that. So that way it'll seem cleaner and it'll not even seem like you changed the color. Obviously make sure to pull that white yarn after you're done with your 5 double crochet, but do not pull it too tight or else your work will get all crumpled up. Okay, like that. So pull that white yarn. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Now time to change the color. Take the white one and finish your blue one, and now you proceed with the white one. So keep following this pattern until the end of the row, until you are done with this row, and then for the next row it's the same thing because we'll get back to that. Just finish your first row first, 5 of each colors, and then leave on the 5th double crochet of your every color, leave your second 2 loops and finish it off with the color you want to change with. Just like that. Make sure to pull your yarn so that the colors are not visible on each other, so that it looks cleaner and it does not look like you have changed the colors. On the end of our round, as you can see. So when you have almost reached on the end of our round, what you're gonna do is we can see that we have done with the 5 double crochet, but we still have 1 chain space. So I do not need to worry, just go ahead and make a double crochet there as well. So that way you'll end up having 6 double crochet of check on your block or check in the corner, but it's all right, it's fine. But then do not switch to white color. All right, why? Because this is not a box yet, this is a rectangle and we are going for a square. So the second row is going to be very simple because we are going to follow the same pattern, a same color pattern that we did on the first row. So I'm gonna show you. It's very simple. So you just yarn over and then you chain 3. 1 2 3. That will then turn your work, obviously. Yeah, the chain 3 will act as your first double crochet in your this box of block or box of check. So then start with your second stitch, making your double crochet. That way you'll have proper straight edges if you chain 3. If you chain 1 and go inside the first chain and try doing double crochet, you might not have a very straight edge. So try chaining 3, that's for the best. For me it worked out as wonder, so try chaining 3. So this round is pretty simple. We are just following the color that we did in our last row. Simple as that. And then obviously change color, but I did a mistake. I was supposed to work with the white yarn, so just come back. Okay, so just take your yarn above your work and work your 5 double crochet. So as you can see from here, the white block is coming. So we're going to change the color just like we did in our first row. We do not finish the last double crochet, we simply change color, alternating the colors. So yeah, obviously make sure to pull your yarn so that it's not visible. Do that. See, the white one is visible, so I did a bad mistake of not pulling the white one. This pattern is pretty easy, but if you do little bit of blunder, it goes on looking like unfinished, okay, really unfinished. So obviously pull that white yarn. Yeah, so now it's all secure and tight, and then work on the white one. My bad. Uh, 5 double crochets of white. Obviously pull that blue yarn so that it's not visible, and then change the color, having 2 loops of white. Start with the blue one. Pull the white yarn, making sure it's not visible. So, but do not pull it too tight or else your work will get all crumpled up. So yeah, make sure that you pull it in a way that it's not visible, but not in a way that your work gets too tight. Okay. Just follow the color blocks, interlinking and changing, alternating the color, and while your existing color is still on your hook, then you yarn over just like I showed you on the first row, because if I show you this entire process, I am afraid that the video is gonna be too long and I do not want to bore my audience. I simply want to share the tutorial but not bore them. But after every checks, make sure to pull your existing color, I mean the color that you're working over, make sure to pull it before you yarn it over and pull through your existing color yarn. Alright, so that that color is not very much visible. Okay, so yeah, just like we have worked these rows, we're going to be working here as well. So follow this pattern. You know how to interlake and alternate the colors, so just keep working until the end of the row, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I change these color. Okay, it's the same process, but you just have to take this new sea blue or light blue, sky blue color, and then you have to change it. So I'm following this color palette. So if you want, you can also use maybe dark pink and light pink, white, or maybe if you want a forest theme, then you can use brown, green and white. So yeah, this is a 3 color palette pattern. Alright, so we're going to be follow this thing. I'll finish this row and then I'll come back. So we are completed with this row, second row. So I'm just going to be showing you that what we're going to do in our last stitch, because now we'll be changing color. Okay, so just go ahead, go inside that last stitch of yours pattern, obviously, and yarn over, pull through 2, and now as you can see here as my this reference pattern, I have changed color into this light blue. So when I am left with these 2 existing colors of dark blue, I'm just gonna go and swipe in this color, this light blue, just like that, and making sure that my blue my blue yarn is tight and secure. So I'm just gonna pull that blue yarn tail just to make sure that light blue one fits inside my this existing blue yarn that I just put inside. So for our next row, as you can see, we are not working with any white yarn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and chop off this yarn. So no meaning of wasting my white yarn, precious white yarn, white color which I love so much, because any project you add white, it automatically brightens up. For me, for some people it might be a dull color. So now that we have fit in our this light blue yarn, so we're just gonna be chaining 3 and turn our work. That chain 3 will act as our base for this round. So make sure that all the colors are behind your work. That will be easier for you to work with the colors. So yeah, make sure you work above this dark blue, marine blue color and this light blue color which we are going to work with. So that chain 3 acts as our first double crochet. Then go into our second stitch and double crochet. So as you can see, the first and second round completed our boxes, our little checks, and then we are gonna follow this round 3 as round 4 as well. So round 3 and round 4 are the rounds that we are going to follow after round 1 and 2. So remember, this is round 1, this is round 2, and that's round 3 and round 4, and then this round 1, 2 and 3, 4, it's the one that we are going to be following all the way around until we reach that certain height for our crochet hook case. So yeah, for people who are selecting their own color pattern, I advise you to follow the rounds. And not necessarily that you have to take the same color, but you can just exchange the colors with the one I'm using. For example, if you're using light pink, then this is the round of light pink and deep pink. And if you are doing in the base, for example, white and dark pink, the round 1 and 2 is for white and dark pink. So yeah, now that's easy to follow, right? So now you can choose any color palette of your choice. I did the same. The video I watched was of, I'm so sorry, I do not remember the channel name. I will try putting it in the description box. She was using dark pink and light pink and baby pink and white. So yeah, and I choose blue because I am a blue person. So yeah, so obviously I did not show that part, right? I'm so sorry, my bad. So I know that you're familiar with this part, but still I'll show you. Obviously pull that dark blue yarn to make sure that it's not visible, and then change the color while you still have your existing working yarn 2 loops on your hook, and then you change the color just like we did on our row 1 and 2, but here we are just using different colors. That is the only difference. But yeah, always make sure to work above the strands of color that you're going to be using next, because if you leave behind that color, then you have to do it all over again. Then it's not possible to change the color, right? So yeah, now we have dark blue or marine blue in our hook, these 2 loops, and then we'll change color. So yeah, follow this pattern. This is our round 3 of sea blue and marine blue. Honestly, I used to paint before, but now that I have left it behind, I'm so bad with colors. I'm like, I cannot even remember some of the shades that I used to use often. And even like now when I'm crocheting, all the colors are coming back to my senses. So I've just noticed one thing in my life, it has always been about colors. So maybe colors is what gives me therapy, could be very much possible. So yeah, my first crochet project was dull color. So the first 3 crochet project, 4 project that I did was all about black, white and gray. So yeah, we'll talk about this someday later. So yeah, let's focus on our color palette at the moment. I'm so sorry about that. Working on the blue one. So make sure after you're done with your 5 double crochet of each color to pull that yarn. So just like that, keep following the color pattern just like I showed you. While you have the yarn that you're working on, you just take the color that you want to switch with and then you pull your existing this 2 loop, the last double crochet that you yarn over once, and twice part you do not yarn over with the deep blue, instead you yarn over with the light blue. So yeah, like a little difficult to explain, I know. Not very good with my words and vocabulary, but I'm trying my best. Yeah, so just keep following this pattern just like we did here until the end of the row. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back and show you. I mean, it's pretty simple, but still I'll show you. So keep following this pattern until the end of your row, until you reach here, and then I'm gonna show you what we are going to do in that last stitch, and then we're gonna turn our work and we're going to follow that same color pattern. So as you can see, it's 2 rows of every color. So yeah, so this is my reference work. We're just going to be using it in over our work for crochet hooks. So yeah, but this is our main base pattern. That is our crochet case actually. So this is the one that we are working now, but this is a reference pattern. All right, so we are almost done with our 3rd row. So I've just left that one last stitch just to show you that what we are going to do with our next row. So go inside, adjust your hook wherever you seem to be seeing that, since it's a chain 3, so obviously go inside that 3rd number chain, and then we will finish our light blue yarn. So we'll make a double crochet, but we'll yarn over only once. Oh no, we'll yarn over twice because we're making a check of it, right? So in this row we are not changing colors. So chain 3 of that same color, and then turn your work, making sure that your working yarn are behind your work, obviously, because that way your work will be much more cleaner, just like that. Yep. So now what? So in this round we are working the same colors because we want checks of it. So like I said, 2 rounds of every color. So basically round 1, 2 and 3, 4 are the rounds that we are going to follow till we reach our height, which is till round 20. So here we have 10 rounds, so total of 5 rows, 1 2 3 4 5, total of 5 rows, 2 of every rows, I mean 2 rows of every colors boxes. But here we are making 20 rounds, so 10 rows of total of boxes. So yeah, so now finish off this round. It's pretty simple. This round is just working with your existing color, but go inside that 2nd chain for your first double crochet, because we chain 3 on the beginning of our round, just like I showed you on round 2. So yeah, obviously pull that yarn that you're working on top of or over to make sure that it's not visible, just like that. Keep pulling it. So now you can see the edges are pretty straight. So the edges will be more straight when we work these rows of single crochet over our work. We'll come to that at last after we are totally done making our case. So change the color after your, so 1 2 3 4, yeah, change the color on your 4th double crochet. I mean in this first check, because obviously we have already double crochet here. This chain 3 we consider as double crochet. So yeah, now continue with your next color. So alternate the colors and keep working your double crochet until row 20. So now we are clear with our row 1, 2, 3, 4. That are the rows that we are going to be following until row 20. So keep working with your row 1, 2 and 3, 4 until you reach row 20. And then I'm going to show you what we are going to do. So like I said, you leave that 2 loops of your last double crochet and you pull through the color that you want to change with. So yeah, firstly you always go and check that if you have pulled the existing yarn. So keep working on your colors until you reach row 20. Row 1, 2 and 3, 4 are the rows that we're going to follow till row 20. So we want even blocks. So if you're not happy with row 20, if you're not happy with that height, you can always choose more height. It depends on the additions that you're going to make inside your crochet hook. So yes, you can select or the desired amount of height that you want, or else you can choose to the amount of height that I have shown you in the video. Basically the case, if it's too long, it's no worries. It depends on the number of envelopes or the number of pockets that you're going to include on your crochet case. So it depends on that. So follow this row, complete this row. So we are done with this row. So finish off your last stitch, but since we are following round 1, 2, 3, 4, so we are going to choose this color obviously. So it's time to switch your color. Chain 3, done your work, and now we can cut off this blue yarn because we do not need it on round 1 and 2. As you can see, for round 1 and 2 we need this dark marine blue and white color. So you can chop off the this light blue. I'm chopping it off. So like until I have showed you, please follow that pattern for your round till your round 20. So if you follow this pattern, I'm quite certain that this is the kind of work that you'll have on the end of your row. I mean, not the height, but definitely the same looking pattern you're going to have. So follow round 1, 2, 3, 4 until you reach round 20. Alright, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what to do, because just to make this part it took 30 minutes. I mean, it's too long, I know. So we are done with all of our 10 rows, and the work, the reference work that I showed you before, it's going to be stitch here for our crochet hooks. We're going to put the crochet hooks inside this pocket and it'll stay like this. Yeah, but we have to make a pocket here as well. But before we begin with that, I'm going to show you, I have left that last stitch, that what we are going to do with this crochet hook case for the moment. So just go inside this last stitch. And then take this color. We are done with 20 rows of total of 10 box rows, but then this is where the color change. Why? Because I am out of this dark blue yarn, but then it looks pretty much fine. It does not look that bad. I mean, it has added a new twist to my crochet hook case. So I'm just gonna go and take this dark color yarn. Why? Because we're going to cut off this yarn, and with this dark colored yarn, the dark blue yarn, the one we used here, because like I said, I'm out of these that marine blue color yarn, and I don't even have them in stock anymore. So what we are going to do is, now we are going to single crochet all the way around. Okay, so how it works, I'm gonna show you. So turn your work, obviously you chain one and you turn your work. Okay, oh my god, that's a little bit lots of yarn. So you can go ahead and cut off this light blue yarn because we do not need it anymore. So just go ahead and chop this light blue yarn. All right, so now start single crocheting into every stitches. Okay, so we're going to single crochet all the way around. Let me just zoom my work, that way it'll be easier. Yes, so we have to single crochet this entire row. Like you can see here in my reference work, that single crochet round has given an outline to our work. So that's what we want our work to be cleaner. And just keep single crocheting until you reach towards your this corner, and then you chain one for like making extra space, and then you keep on single crocheting until here, this midpoint. I'll tell you why, but then just keep on doing it all the way down here. So just keep single crocheting. So we have reached almost towards the corner, so finish that single crochet of the corner and then chain one, so that when you proceed single crocheting here, it creates that corner. Okay, it's going on like that. But if you don't chain one and proceed with the sides, then your work might get all crumpled up. Okay, so you don't want your work to be like this. So yep, just proceed with making single crochet, but do not finish the entire row, just till the half. Okay, so I'm gonna do the single crochet till my row 5 from here. So 1 2 3 4 5. This is how it should look like, but then do it only halfway there and then leave the 5 other. The reason being 1 2 3 4 5. You can just finish that box as well. So from here, what we are going to do is we are going to chain 90. Okay, so guys might be wondering that, oh my god, why chain 90? But then there's a reason. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So keep chaining 90. So this is the strand that you're going to be using to bind, to like fold your case and then like close your case. So that's the reason we are making this chain. So chain 90 and then I'm going to come back to you and show you what we are going to do. So when you are done chaining 90, you are gonna chain one extra. Why? Because we will start single crocheting, leaving that one space. Okay, so make single crochet all the way around here. Okay, so I'm sorry for that noise because there's some construction work going on. So just keep chaining 90. I'll just keep single crocheting. So we've almost reached towards our, so this is how it should look. It looks like a strand which you're gonna bind your crochet case with. So you reach here and then we're gonna, when we reach here till here, we're gonna continue making our single crochet all the way in the corner. All right, so just go ahead and continue making your single crochet. So we are done. Now you just have to join that strand. So take that closest stitch. So just gonna go inside that stitch and make a single crochet. Just like that. So yeah, that looks like pretty perfect. So that way you do not even have to cut off your yarn and you have to take a new yarn and do it. You can just finish off here in the last crochet stitch. Sorry, my bad. You can just finish off here in the last crochet stitch and you can take that dark color, single crochet all the way around there and then chain 91 and then single crochet from here to until here and then continue making your single crochet all the way till here. So finish off your single crochet. So our case is ready. As you can see, it looks like, I am really loving the result and how it came up to be. So this is the one that you're gonna fold your case and then, no, always fold it from this side and then you will wrap it and then you will add a, we'll add a fish here, fish or cat, and we'll wrap it around. Okay, so I'm still deciding on that fish and cat. So it looks perfect. So now we will make this pocket. All right, so to make this pocket I'll get back to you later, but first we'll make that small pocket here. For this pocket I am not gonna show you. Why? Because it is the same pattern, so if I show you it will make the video very lengthy. So all I'm gonna say is that maintain a length. All right, so make 5 rows of these checks, and for our base we are chaining 37. So note that down, chain 37 and then skip 2 and then start double crocheting 5 double crochet of each colors, and then to alternate the colors, and then after you're done you the single crochet all the way around to make a proper finishing of that pad. All right, so that's how it should look like. And always remember that whatever is the height of your case, maintain the height of this pad as well. So go ahead and check that when you'll stitch it, and then measure the crochet hook from bottom to top, that after inserting your crochet hook, if it's leaving at least an inch space in the bottom and in the top, that way it will look perfect. Okay, so maintain this height and note it down. It's 37 chains for base, and then these patterns are the same as we have followed here. So if you have got how to make this, I'm pretty sure this will be very simple for you. But this is a bigger version, obviously. So it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 boxes and 5 rows of boxes. So 10 rows actually, because we have 2 rounds of every boxes. So maintain this. All right, so I do not need to make a tutorial for this. So now we're going to make the box here. So for making the box, I'm not taking a checkered color. Instead, I am taking a different color. So first I'm taking the sky blue color, slip knot, chain 15. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, and extra chain for that space. Okay, so skip one chain and then start making double crochet from the next, and make a double crochet all the way around till your last chain. Right, so this is our base row. So I wanted to blend blue and white together, so this is how I'm blending the colors. Or else if I would have just taken both of the colors together, then it would have created a very chunky pocket, and then it would have been difficult for me to close my case, crochet case. So make sure that you maintain this width of the project that you're working on, since it's going to be inside and it's a pocket, so thinner it is, better it is. So yes, and then we are going to change the color on our last stitch. So I'll show you how. So just like this, keep working. You can see. So we're just gonna go ahead and also measure and check that if we are putting this in our pocket, it's spacious enough or not. So you want to leave a little bit of inch space between your this pocket and this one, and then leave an inch from that side as well. So yes, I think it's perfect. So yes, you want to keep it here, or you want to keep it in the middle. So you can keep it right beside it, it'll look like clean. So yes, it's perfect. So for me, I was thinking that my crochet case could be a little smaller. So while you have these 2 loops on your hook, you want to go ahead and change the color. So just take the white yarn, change the color, just like that, and then chain 1, or you can chain 2 as well. So chain 2 and skip that first chain and go in the second chain and start working there. So that way it will create a very straight edge if you chain 2 and turn your work. So that chain 2 work acts as your first stitch right in the sides corner. So that's how we are going to be changing the color. So So mix match the color and make the pocket. So you want to make it look a little bit different than the checkered pattern, so that's what I'm doing here. If you want, you can also use a single color for your pocket, no worries. Anything that you like. Say, crochet is a creative thing and we must be creative and innovative and think of new ideas. So this is my idea. So if you're too bored of using too many check patterns in your crochet case, you can go ahead and mix match the colors or use single color to make it much more simpler. Yeah, just keep. Okay. So when you reach towards your last stitch, you want to finish yarning over those two, and then you want to change the color to blue. So make sure to work over your blue yarn. Like you can see, I've left it here on this side. So please work over your yarn so that you can change the colors easily. So I'm gonna do that, redo it and get back to you since I did a blunder. So when you reach towards the end, you want to pull that yarn to make sure that it's not visible from the back, and then you will change the color. Chain 2 like usual, like I showed you for this round. So round 1 and 2 are the rounds that you want to follow. If you want, you can also mix match color, like blend blue and white together. So like that. This round is pretty simple, so make rounds until you have the desired height. So if you want, you can also make your pocket into, turn it diagonally like this, or you can keep it like this. So you can turn it horizontally or vertically, whichever stripes that you like. Follow round 1 and 2 until you reach a desired height. So then I'll come back to you. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we made total 9 rounds of double crochet, mixing, matching, alternating the colors. If you want, you can alternate the colors the way you like. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna flip my work. Alright, I'm gonna flip my work horizontally. Okay, horizontally, vertically. Please correct me, feel free to correct me. I'm so bad with this horizontal and vertical, and like it's difficult to remember. So yes, and then we are gonna go ahead and single crochet all the way around. So first chain 1 and turn your work. So start single crocheting from here all the way around till we finish off there, just to outline our work just the way we did all the way in our crochet case, in our this hook pad. So just outline your work, this pocket I meant. So keep outlining by single crocheting all the way around. So that way your work will be cleaner and it will look much more organized, because like you can see here, after outlining the crochet pad, all the stitches and all the edges look perfectly aligned and straight. So that is the reason I'm outlining. If you want, you can leave it like that and you can go ahead stitching the parts to your crochet case. But if not, then you can just always go ahead and make a single crochet outline, doing it all the way on the sides and edges. But make sure whenever you reach from one side to the other to chain 1 for a proper edge. Okay, so go ahead into that first stitch. So some of the stitches might be a little problematic to go into, but then eventually you'll figure it out. Good. So we're gonna go ahead and check. So this is my crochet case. I'm just checking that all of them are like fitting together or not. Yep, perfect, good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave a little bit of gap in between them and a little bit on the edge, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start working on the opening of my pocket, the head I meant. So we're gonna start, and I'm a little bit confused as to like which color to take for the mouth or the head, whatever you can call it. So a little bit confused between the sky blue and the white. So I'm just gonna go with sky blue because that will give a much more beachy vibe to my crochet work. So just go ahead and make a slip knot first and then chain 16 just like usuals, the one chain extra. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. After we are done chaining 16, we are going to skip one chain and start single crocheting from the next chain. Skip one obviously and then start single crocheting. So it's going to be total of 15 single crochets. So make a single crochet row for 3 more rounds. So I'm pretty sure how you know that how you have to turn your work. You have to chain one and turn your work and proceed with the next round. So we're just gonna make single crochet in this round, but then I'm gonna come back and show you the top of the pocket portion. I mean you're gonna make 3 more rounds. We're gonna make 2 more rounds of single crochet including this 3 more rounds. So I'm gonna show you. So in the last stitch, yarn over, chain 1, turn your work and make single crochet, and then chain 1, turn your work, make single crochet, and then I'm going to come back and show you what we are going to do. So after you're done 3 rows of single crochet, what we are going to do is we are going to chain 1, turn our work. Now for 2 rounds we're going to make a decrease round. So after that it will be something different, but take out a loop, but do not yarn over and finish it. No single crochet. We are making a decrease, so take loops out from next 2 stitches like that. That's the first loop and the second loop, and then pull through 2. So that's our decrease. So we made a decrease on this corner and we'll make a decrease on this corner as well. So that way it'll be like a top portion which will be here. Alright, so go ahead and work on it. Alright, so continue with your single crochet after making decrease on your corners. So we're just making decreases on the corners, on the left and right corners of our head of the pocket. So leave last 2 stitches, do not single crochet on them. So we'll make a decrease just like we did on the other side. So take out loop from next to the last 2 stitches and yarn over, pull through all of them. So that's our decrease. So like you can see, the work, our row have little bit aligned. It has gone a little bit like this, tilted. So chain 1, flip your work, decrease, take out loop from the first 2 stitches and pull through. That's our decrease. So continue making single crochet. This is our 5th row. So 2 rounds of decreases on the corner, and then on 6th round it's going to be a little different than our other rounds, but it's pretty simple, so just stay connected. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out loop from our last 2 stitches, pull through. Now you can see it has started to take a tilted shape, so it's going to be like round on here. So yeah, so chain 1, make a decrease on this corner, next 2 stitches, make a decrease, there you go. Okay, then for 3 next stitches just make single crochet, alright, 3 stitches, decrease in the corner, and then 3 normal single crochet, and then chain 2, right, and leave that 1 stitch. Okay, why? Because it's like a little space that we're gonna leave to, because we're gonna add a button here, so we're gonna put it with the help of that gap. We are going to close the button. So yeah, chain 2, leave 1 space, chain space, and then after skipping 1 chain, proceed with the next chain. Make your 3 single crochet on the other side, this side as well, and like after making your 3 single crochet, which we made on this side as well, you'll see there are 2 stitches left for decreases. So just take out the loop and go ahead and make a decrease, simple as that. So it's the same on the both side. Alright, so for this round you can go ahead and make a decrease as well, corners. Okay, we'll be left with 2 stitches, and on this chain 2 space make 2 single crochet, since it's chain 2 space, so 1 chain 1 single crochet, obviously 2 chains 2 single crochet, so 2 single crochet on this side, and then decrease, because we have left with 2 single crochets, pull through. So we are done. So now I want to outline this as well to make it look much more cleaner and give it a nice finish touch, the top portion. So we're gonna go ahead and stitch it here, so that's how it'll look. So you can just take your darning needle and stitch all the parts. Alright, do not stitch the opening. Make sure you do not stitch the opening where your things will go inside. So this one will be separate as well. Stitch it right here, but not with it. Okay, like that, so that you can close it. Alright, so one more part, the fishnet part, we are going to make it here. Alright, so go ahead and take any color of your choice. So I'll just go and take a different color. I want a different color for it. So I'm taking this dark blue color. So if you want, you can also use white, but since it's a sea theme, I was thinking about using green as well, but then anything works, so just use blue. only. So go ahead, chain 17, right? Chain exactly 17. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So you want to skip 3, and then you want to, after you chain 17, you want to skip 1 2 3 chains, go inside that 4th chain and begin making double crochet from there. Okay, so make double crochet in this round. 2, so 1 2 3. So after making 3 double crochet, chain 2, okay, and skip 2 chains, or skip 1 chain and go inside, and skip 2 chain and then go inside, skip just 1 chain and then go inside the next and make a double crochet. So follow this step, chain 2, skip 1 chain, go inside the next and make a double crochet. Skip chain 2, skip 1 chain, go inside the next and make a double crochet. Chain 2, skip 1 chain, go inside the next chain, make a double crochet. Chain 2, skip 1 chain, go inside the next chain, make a double crochet. Or else you can do one more thing, is that you can skip 1 chain and make a double crochet here, and as you can see we still have 1 chain space left, so you can just go ahead and make a double crochet there. So you will have a supportive edge like that. So 1 2 3 4 5 spaces. So we're gonna follow this same round in the next row as well. So leave that first chain because we chain 2 and start doing from the next chain. Start double crocheting from the next chain. Chain 2 and skip that space, and above that double crochet, work a double crochet. Just go ahead and make a double crochet. Chain 2, work above this double crochet a double crochet. Chain 2, work a double crochet above this double crochet. Chain 2, work a double crochet above the double crochet. So like now you can see it's looking like a fishnet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check if it's proper or not, like if it's fitting. So 1 2 3, I'm gonna make maybe 4 or 3 more rounds, and then I'm just gonna come back. If you want, you can also tilt your work like this, anything works, but this is mainly for the case of putting your stitch markers like this. Just putting your stitch marker like this, so you can keep your stitch markers here. So lots of stitch marker you can fit in, right? So for our next round, chain 2, and what we'll be doing is that we'll chain 2 more, we'll skip 1 stitch, go in the next, double crochet. So we are making this round in a reverse way for our next 4 rounds. Okay, so chain 2, skip one, or just make the double crochet above the double crochet the last round, chain 2, make the double crochet above the double crochet, chain 2, make the double crochet above the double crochet. So this is our 5th round. The 6th and 7th round is going to be same as our 5th round. All right, so my bad. When you reach here, as you can see, we did 3 rows of double crochet in the corner here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So go ahead and chain 2 and make a double crochet above the double crochet here, and then make 3 double crochet in our next 3 stitches. So no need of any spaces. Wherever you can fit your hook, just go ahead and make double crochet. Should have 3 double crochets. So adjust your hook to your liking wherever you seem, especially in the corner. You can see that it has created this so we want the fishnet to be all diagonally. All right, so leave some of the spaces maybe fishnet, some of those spaces might be normal double crochet. So chain 2 and follow the 5th round on your 6th and 7th round as well. I'll get back to you on the 8th round. So after our 7th round, this is how our fishnet looks. So just go ahead and check if it's enough. I mean, the space is enough, if you can fit it where you want it to fit it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make only 1 round of single crochet. So for that I will chain 1 first. Simple as that. So first finish my last double crochet, and then I'll chain 1, and then I'll make a single crochet only in the side, just to give it a proper finish. So just make 1 round of single crochet. So make 2 single crochet above these spaces because we chain 2, and 1 above the double crochet space. So 2 single crochet above the chain space where we chain 2, and 1 above the double crochet. So we are done with our this fishnet. So just go ahead, and now we're gonna stitch all the part. But before I begin with that, I'm gonna show you how to make this little fish, which you can add on these corners where you have just double crochet, normal double crochet. You can just go ahead and add that fish in this part, so that gives it a proper sea vibe. And so I have made 1 orange fish, so I'll show you how to make a yellow fish. So if you want, you can add in different colors, but the orange one just gives it a proper sea vibe. So to begin with our fish, just go ahead and make a magic ring. So to make a magic ring, take your tail in the front side of your index fingers and your middle finger, and the back side, take these two links of strand of crochet tail, so it's going all the way there. So then pull that and take that out of the loop. There you go, your magic ring is ready. You can go to my channel and check tutorial on magic ring. I have posted it. So we're gonna start with chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you make exactly 5 double crochet inside your magic ring. Okay, 5 double crochet. Do not count that chain 3 as your double crochet, so make exactly 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after making 5 double crochet, make 1 treble crochet. So for that treble crochet, yarn over twice. Go ahead and make your treble crochet. Right, and then chain 2 and make 7 double crochet. So that chain 2 is separating your 5 double crochet and 7 double crochet. So it is acting like that pointy part of the fish, as you can see. So when we close our magic ring, it will make much more sense. So make 7 double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After making the 7 double crochet, just close your magic ring. Alright, and then make a slip stitch right there. So make sure to close your magic ring nice and tight so that hole is not visible enough. Don't want the people. And then go ahead and make 2 double crochet inside that space where you slip stitch. So make 2 double crochet inside that space where you just slip stitch. So we are making the fin part, fin, tail, whatever you can call it. Pretty much confused, not very good with body parts. Okay, 2 double crochet here and 2 double crochet in the next stitch there. Okay, just find your next stitch. Okay, right, done. That does look like fish, right? So now you can just chop off your yarn because we're done with our fish. Go ahead and make that eyeball like I made here. So you can make, maybe take blue or take black, anything, any color of your desire. So I'm gonna go running the needle tool that I just purchased, and it's really convenient, really convenient. You can have different sizes of these, and then you can use any size that you want. It's just so perfect for any crochet project. So just go ahead. So we are almost done stitching all the parts. I've added a little button here. I have added it with a regular thread because the buttonholes were small, so you can adjust like that. And I've kept the mouth of this fishnet open in case I want to put something inside. Could be anything small. So just take your crochet hook and adjust it inside like that. While you take your crochet hook and try to fit in, maybe you can keep scissors as well. So what you can do is you can try to stitch these partitions as well, make a partition in between them. So to make a partition, it's very simple. I'll show you what to do. Just take out your crochet hook all the way from there. So take your crochet hook and put it behind and take it out in your front where you want to make the partition. Keep the yarn outside your work like that and take out the yarn like this, right? Making sure that you make the partition in on those lines so that it does not affect the outer stitch, right? So we're gonna be making slip stitches all the way where we want to make the partitions. So just take out the loops, make sure the tail is long outside. You can take it inside later on. So just want to slip stitch all the way in that line, follow the line, right? So I'll show you how. So already have a loop on your hook, so you want to go inside, go through all the way, take out a loop like that. Make sure to follow that straight line so your work is not all disrupted, and you can see that it's not showing at the moment. You can just go ahead, take out loops like this and keep making your slip stitches all the way just like that. But make sure to not go through any checks, like go near any checks. Follow the line that separates your checks, right? So keep making your slip stitches just like that. So keep making your slip stitches all the way till here, right? And then we'll come back. So as you can see, I have fit everything in my crochet case after making those rows of your slip stitches. It's easier to fit in your crochet hooks, so there are like too many crochet hooks that I have. So I was thinking of only keeping those that I use for like regular use, and I have kept the darning needle here. So some of the rows I have slip stitched into only one crochet hook, and some of them I've kept it like to use it for many hooks. So it depends on you how you wanna divide those lines by slip stitching. I have kept these stitch marker here, and you can try keeping the tape here. So yeah, voila, perfect. And just go ahead and put the button that to secure our thing. So that's our crochet case. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my beautiful fishes. So I was thinking of adding one here, maybe the smallest one I'll add here. So I'll take glue gun and add all the fishes wherever I want to add them. Maybe I was thinking of not adding a fish here because it would look like too much. I'll add one here in the corner. Okay, so two together like that. They are friends. So just like that. I'll just take my glue gun and I'll add the fish. I'm confused, like should I add it here, should I add it here? So I'll just go with here. But before we proceed with that, I will show you something. That is, when you close this case, if your case is upside down, there might be a chance of your crochet hook falling. Okay, it's not falling now, but it will fall. So do one thing is that you take any color. I'm taking white. You Yes, indeed, it is perfect. So I'm just gonna go with 30. Now that we are done making 30 single crochets, so you just wanna go ahead and change your color to blue, because we're gonna use it to outline our this strand. So you're familiar with how to outline your work. Still, I'll give you a little bit head start. It's all right. So obviously begin with chaining 1, my bad. Then you start by making your outlines. So go inside all the stitches and outline your work, right? So just chop off that yarn, white one. I do not need it anymore. I'm just gonna take glue gun and paste all the small additions wherever I want them. So because I'm not stitching them, if I stitch them, they might take a lot of energy, and I have spent like so much of energy here. Pasting with glue gun seems to be a best option. So let's paste them with the glue gun. So we are done making our case and it looks perfect to me. So at the moment, I'll show you. This was my old case, and this is my first case. I have a lot of memory with this, so obviously I'm gonna keep it. And this is my first, this is my second. What am I saying? This is my first and this is my second, and I'm so happy with the result. Honestly, I'm really happy. I shouldn't complain because I'm really happy, and I think I'm supposed to keep the tape like this, or else I'm having a little bit of trouble closing my case. So you can just go ahead and close it like that. Close it this way, it'll be very simpler. Just put the button here, and you have so much of space to put your stitch markers, so many fishnets. And you can also put something here if you want. I have kept it as a pocket, and seems like I'm having a little bit of trouble with that button. Yep, all done. And now you can close your case like this, and I am thinking of what should I put here, like really confused. So this is our case, all done, all ready. but you need to make something near to close your case. That'll be much more easier. So let's make that piece. But our case is ready. It's good to go, and it looks really cute to me. I'm really happy with the results. Do follow the pattern. Right, let's get to the part where the one which we are going to put it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these piece of watermelon here, because who doesn't like a slice of watermelon when they are on beach or sea? I don't know, I really thought of adding a cat face here, but then it wouldn't be too good to tie your work. So this is the best outcome that I have. And in case you want to make this watermelon, the tutorial is there on my channel. You can go and check out how to make this watermelon. It's there in the description, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and stitch my watermelon here, right there. So you can stitch it any how you like, but make sure to stitch it only the portion, the mid portion. No, do not stitch it too much. If you stitch the whole watermelon, then you might have trouble tying it later on. So only stitch the portion, the mid portion. Just to make it, give it a 3D look. Our this case. So first I'll go ahead and put all my things together. I'm just arranging everything. So I'm really in love with this darning needle. It's just so convenient. Tying it. So tie it properly. If like you're traveling and you want to tie it very real nice and tight, I think it's perfect. I love it. So please do let me know in the comment box how you like this tutorial, if you loved it or not. And I really want you guys to reach out to me, comment if this tutorial was helpful and how I can help you guys to stay more productive in my crocheting. I have a lot in my plate honestly, but I try my best to stay active in this platform. So please do comment and let me know where you were stuck and anyhow, and I'm pretty sure that you're gonna succeed making this beautiful project. I do love beaches, but I just cannot have, the weather is like too tormenting. So I'm more of a mountain person and chilly cold weather person. So but the idea of sea just inspires me. The idea of blue is my color. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and do follow my channel. Do support me in my journey of crocheting. All right, bye bye, take care.